So because the recording has started, and I say again, everybody, welcome, and so happy to kick off this meeting as well, this project. I hope you got in time the agenda and that everything will be smooth today. And let me introduce myself a second because some of you don't know me, yes. My name is Alessandra Antonacci, and I'm the program manager at the EDTU. Today I'm here with George Ubax and Bo that maybe want to introduce themselves as well. Say something.
Bo, you can start.
As you feel.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Alessandra. My name is Bo Nijssen. I'm working at EDTU as well as a project officer, and I will be working on this project IncluDE together with my colleagues George and Alessandra, and I will mainly be for support and dissemination and communication activities. So yeah, you probably already heard of me or saw my email popping up. So nice to see you, and yeah, I'm glad to be working on this project with you all.
Thanks, Bo. And yeah, for those who don't know me, I'm George Ubax. I'm Managing Director of ED2. I was the coordinator also of the task force, Diversity and Inclusion, which was at the basis of this application IncluDE. And looks already like a long time ago that we submitted it. So it's very good that we now get started and refresh our minds and putting everybody's nose in the same direction on how we are going to approach the IncluDE project and set the milestones for it.
Thank you. We will have the time today to pass the floor to everybody. Yeah, I think we will not need 3 hours. It was booked to be sure that we will manage in time, but we have the time. So if there would be need to discuss something specifically, we can do it. Otherwise, I think as we go, if it's finished earlier, we do finish earlier, but we are not gonna rush. So as you see, the first point in agenda, actually, I don't know if you see it, so I share it a second. Number 2. No, number 1. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is the agenda. I think you see it right, but I will make it bigger. So as I just mentioned, we will have the chance to figure out who does what for each institution. And so we go by number, and because it's just an easy way to proceed. So I'm gonna give you a very short presentation of the project and the management tools, let's say, that are this one mentioned here. I'm pretty sure some of you already have an idea of what it is, so we follow the pace of everybody. So if somebody doesn't know, we will go more deep. Otherwise, we will just mention them. So let me start with the presentation, and I hope you see it also. Here it is. It is a very short presentation of the project IncluDE. I just want to mention that this image is being made with artificial intelligence. I think you can figure that out because some people don't have really eyes well defined. So it's a way to reproduce inclusive education according to AI. Our project IncluDE stands for a European Inclusion Reference Framework for Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. Very short. The outline of this presentation is a very quick overview of the project and the management tool, as I said. This presentation then can be maybe used if you have to go somewhere and present a project. We will make it available on the website and on our teams, and more detail, not like it is now. So the consortium, let's do the following. Let's do like a sort of like you do at school. Is for Uni in Hagen represented here? Say hi if you are. Please don't be shy.
Hi.
Hello.
I didn't understand what you said. Sorry.
Hello, Bjorn. So Fernuni is here. We want to say something, Bjorn.
I just want to say hi.
Okay.
I think I'm going to present
very soon
the work package for later in this meeting.
Okay, from Alberta, who do we have here?
Me, Isabel,
Isabel.
also Isabel, and
You did it on purpose to come to
Yes.
Isabel.
And a little bit later, we'll also two other elements will come in, but they had a meeting this morning, so they can't be right away.
Perfect, thank you. From Hellenic, who do we have?
Hello, nice to see
Hello.
you all again. And
Hi.
it's Eleni from Hellenic Open University. Okay.
Very, very, very welcome. And from the Open University?
Hi, you've got me, Eric Adaichome, and my colleagues, Fanas and Jane Doka here.
Welcome. UNED. UNED.
Good morning. I'm
Good
very
morning.
happy to share this project with you.
Welcome. Thank you. Tampere?
Hello from Tampere, Finland. Here's
Hello,
Maija,
Maija.
and Sanna is abroad now and she couldn't come now, but nice to be here.
Nice, nice. And who do we have from ESU?
Yes, hello, I'm Arno. I'm from ESU. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, Arno, welcome. And then we have also associate partner that I don't expect to be here, but in case if you are, apologies and welcome. We sent to them the recording, so it's good to welcome them as well. So it is very, very good consortium. As you know, the background, we started with a task force, as George mentioned before, and now we have the project that has the general objective of creating a reference framework for inclusion and instrument. We have several that will be delivered and produced in different work packages. And these instruments are meant for our stakeholders that are enabling leaders in the university, educational support service. So several positions in the institution, as well as, of course, students. What do we have as an instrument? This is a screenshot of our website, because will be mentioned before, the website is already ready. So we are really on track. More than that, actually, we are ahead. So I don't go in detail because will be mentioned by the work package leader. I pass immediately to the instrument of management for all of us. So who doesn't know Sigma on the funding and tender portal? If you see the image, does it ring a bell or is for you new? I need to know, then I know what I have to present.
I think I'm not recognizing it.
Okay, okay. Are there people that don't know it?
It's new for me.
Okay, nothing to be here. So
It's also new for me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy, then I can present it. So this is something that you access with the funding and tender portal. So it's very simple. You go on a funding and tender portal. I show you really like you go on Google, funding and tender, like you really click funding. And sorry, I have dyslexia, so when I have people looking at me writing, I get a bit frozen. And then you have to log in to the funding and tender portal, search for the project. So in this case, I already logged in before. You will have the list on your homepage of generally proposal as well as project. So in the home generally is here. So in here you have your profile, then you click on project because this has started. And from project, you have to look at include. And then you click on action, manage project. Sorry, I will put it in the minutes or in detail, so you don't have to memorize now this process, but you will get acquainted with this tool. And this is the place where we have, as you just saw, continual report about the project. So it's the Sigma stands for a management system, I think. System for management more, Sigma. And then here is where we do the reporting for everything with the European Commission. So is also where deliverables need to be uploaded. So the image that you saw is exactly this one, so this page. And I have, I go back to it. I have like made a print screen of the Sigma, that's the image you just saw, of the deliverable that are due earlier. So the deliverable that we have to submit are pretty much for us, EDTU, and only one is public and is being already delivered, is the website. And the rest is the project management handbook. We have a draft version that Bo has prepared, as well as the dissemination. So this tool allow you to, and as well the coordination, to see every step that we need to take. So I'm sharing again, right? You see Sigma. So in here, in principle, let's say is the 31st or before also, I want to upload the project management handbook. I go in this system and then I have to click here and upload the document. The project beneficiary can always upload it, but never submit it. So always the coordinator needs to be informed when a deliverable that is due by Aberta or the Open University. So you can upload it here in the system, but you cannot click submit. Only the coordinator can do it. So we have to coordinate on that, but of course we are here for that. In here needs to be also reported other things like communication activity and dissemination activities, but we will talk of it in the dissemination work package. It's nothing complicated, it's just to get a grip of the system. It's really, so for instance, I don't know, you make a newsletter item, but instead of saying just to the EDTU, you just have to go here in dissemination or communication and upload it here. So a dissemination activity can be, for instance, you go to a conference and then you present the outcome of your work package. So you have to describe it here. But we will send you a video on how to upload that and what is dissemination and what is communication. It's just a place where things need to be uploaded. Now, I want to see if I went out of the presentation. Let me go. No, I don't have other thing to be presented. And in the agenda was mentioned, sorry, Sigma, yeah. And yeah, of course, you already access to Teams, right? Everybody can access to Teams. Can you? Sorry, guys, because I'm sharing, I don't see your reaction.
Yes, we have access to Teams, but sometimes it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
If it's possible to have a drive, an autonomous drive where to put the
we go on Teams because Google Drive with GDPR is not all the time compliant. We don't have the education package, you know. If you have that, then so we tend to use Microsoft Teams for the majority of the thing. I feel your pain because I also struggle often to deal with it, but let's see how it goes. If it becomes unwearable from your side, and for other, maybe we consider having a combined approach, let's say. So in Teams, sorry, you see all my channel, but there is no way to delete it or actually hide them. So you have the chance to access to all the work packages. And in the project management are embedded tools for, of course, the management. Together with Sigma, we have the project matrix we call, where there is the Gantt. It's pretty much now, sorry, is very slow. is very much replaced by this Sigma on the funding and tender portal. But if we report to that, please also follow, because in the project matrix, for instance, there are all the contacts, and particularly at the beginning of the project, a person is appointed to be the contact person of the specific institution, but then changes. So instead of always ping-ponging, and so far we have created this sheet where we really ask you to please put the person in of reference, and when something changed, please also upload this one, but don't delete everything without telling us, otherwise we don't know if a change is being made. So for our side, we already have described the person that are here in the group and also present today. So please, I show again, you go on Teams under Project Management Handbook and Project Matrix, you find the contact person sheet. Please fill that in and keep it updated. I think this was all the thing that need to be mentioned. I don't go now in the detail of the project management handbook, otherwise I take too much time. Will be shared with you, and is just a document where all these things are mentioned. And yeah, I don't know if Bo or George want to add anything. I stopped the sharing because I don't see you.
I was just wondering if that slide that you just showed was really the updated version on IncluDE, because it said admit, and so I'm not sure if that's the correct document which is in that file.
Where, sorry?
The green one just now with all the contact persons.
I think is remain there, the reference to admit, but is the right one, because I was in the teams of IncluDE. It is a...
Partners are correct?
Yes, they are correct. So it was something that remained from previous.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then we can update that. Yeah. No, I've no. I think it looks, I guess, for all of you, quite complicated and complex to work in this. But soon you will experience that this is quite a manageable system. The updates of this handbook and so it's only to be done once, and then in Sigma it shows by itself, and you can always have the support from us in case you need that, and we will remind you also when there are some deliverables due, and so of course
You receive also actually the a lot of information from for action from the European Commission, are really this email that you receive sometime really for doing nothing. So I apologize already, but we don't have yeah, it's not from us that come directly from the system. And I don't know what you meant, George. It goes automatically with the project handbook.
Oh no, we only need to do that at the beginning of the project when we fill it in, all the contact names and so on. That's
yeah. See, but we will bother you because the due date is March. So I didn't want, I know already I gave you a lot of information, but just don't be overwhelmed by it. First of all, you will have the recording. Second, the minutes. And on top of it, we will also upload on Microsoft Teams videos to show you how to upload a document. But the first due deliverable, let me go and check, from actually Aberta is the 30th of November. By that time, believe me, we have spoken of Sigma so many times that you will know how to upload something. In case we do together, don't get worried. Any questions?
I have a question that related to that was asked for me to ask by the person that is doing the gestion of the project. She
Or
asked
the administration.
the administration, yes.
Yeah.
She asked to ask you for the template of every document to be filled in or signed, because as you know, there was a moment that there was an important document that was supposed to be signed and we didn't notice it because there was so much information coming in, and most of it that
It is
didn't
because of the
require
system. Yeah.
any action. And she also asked for the detailed budget to see what activities must be considered for her to do the.
Okay, let me just go a second back on Sigma, because this is a good information for you also to acquire. So the grant agreement that we have signed with we have a co-signed. This time was a bit different. They needed to have the co-signature from our side 2 times, which was new this year. So let me share a second the screen. I go slow, so don't worry. So I'm in Sigma, but I'm closing it. So I think I'm not sharing it. So it's just because that is where I was. Forget what you are seeing, okay? So you go on the funding and tender portal, you look for the project include, then you click action, and you see this image, okay? This is where you go. And this is the continuous reporting where the document need to be uploaded and not the story I told you already. Okay, but here there are also process documents, okay? So if you open this, oh, no document, wait a second. Then is a document library. Okay, document library. And you have the proposal if you need it. It is also on Microsoft Teams, but in case the administration need the one with the tab, you don't know where it is, this is also a place where you can find it. And all the thing you will see, and the grant agreement and the grant declaration. I think the grant declaration was the first step, and the grant agreement is the one with all our signature co-sign. I think this is the difference. And then you have other information, pre-financing, that is when, let me see, because, so all these admin stuff, they are all there for everybody to download. We also, you might have seen it in the agenda, are gonna create, so this is about the pre-financing, and that is at the 18 months. This is the amount we will get, and we will share with you as a coordinator. And in the grant agreement is explain everything. If your administration has some problem or question, please come back to us. We will have, so of course I will follow that, but the person that follow in EDTU, I don't find stop the sharing. Where are you? Wait a second, guys, with 2 screens. There you go. Stop sharing. Okay, if you have particular questions, then we can tackle them with the person here at the EDTU that is in charge of the finance for a EU-funded project, that is Miriam. So soon you will also be contacted with a version of the partner agreement. So with each of you, we will have the partner agreement that is between the EDTU and the specific beneficiary. It is pretty standard, but there we can fine-tune something that are specific for your institution. So the partner agreement can be slightly different per each partner, while the grant agreement is the standard that comes from the European Commission. We don't have to send it to the project officer, the consortium, the partner agreement, but we need to have it. in case of, so everything in case of, as well as the timesheet, probably Isabel Barros, the administration was asking you that. There is no need for us to send every month or every 6 months the timesheet because it's a lump sum. So you have to take a charge of counting how much you are spending, if it is compliant, if it's in line with the lump sum that is being given to you. What is checked by the European Commission constantly is that we are in time with our deliverables, that all the things are in place. They can, of course, launch an audit and ask to each of us to provide proof. But we don't have to send these documents. So at the moment, if you want to respond to your administration, I don't have admin report to send to her and ask her. I suppose it's her, sorry. I thought you said she. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Then that's my answer. But yeah, if she has follow-up answer, please contact us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Can we pass to work package 2 or do we have other question? I suppose it's a yes. Okay, so I leave the floor to the representative of work package 2. And I think you are enabled to present if you need to. Yes, yes, that's enabled. Please.
I present it.
Yes, please.
Okay, so in work package 2, we are going to have the basis of the companion for the principles and the recommendations on inclusion, equity, and diversity in higher education and lifelong learning. I think it's very well described in pages 40 to 43 of the project. I don't think it.
You want me to share it, Isabel?
Yes, if you have it, because I didn't prepare a presentation, and there we have the first tasks, the 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. And 2.4, it's basically a review of the situation.
Let me go on the work package. Give me a second. I was on
page
top.
40.
Yes.
Yes, there you have.
After if I see yeah, there I am.
There we are.
Yes.
And we had a meeting. Our group had a meeting yesterday to prepare for this.
So you met with a colleague from UK.
No, not with a colleague from UK.
Inside sorry, in the team of Alberta. Sorry.
In the team of Alberta, yes. And we'll have to, of course, talk with the colleague of UK because in the first task we will be articulating with that team. So what we thought was, I believe that we are supposed to gather all the information from the other colleagues.
If I can help you out, so the first task will be a systematic literature review, and if we look, is due in month 11, which is easy to count because the first month is January, the 11th month is November. It's a sensitive document, so we don't have to publish it on our social media. And I suppose we can define together once you have figured it out internally. You tell me if you already have how to go for it. But I suppose you're gonna create a template and agree on some keywords and methodology to be followed up. But completely okay if will be done in the next meeting. We have time still. This is just the kickoff, but then partners are ready to put in their head that from month 3 we will start working on the literature review, and the lead partner will be Alberta together with the UK.
Yes, we thought about some schedules also, thinking, for
nice.
instance, that part if a monthly that monthly we should do the review of, for instance, point 2, task 1, task 2, task 3, and task 4. That the partners could send us their information by the 3rd week of the month, so that on the 4th week we could compile the information, for instance.
Absolutely.
And that trying to have everything done, we did not count on January, but we thought that if we had monthly inputs, we could have point 1 in February, point 2 in March, and so on until May, so that we have a draft of the compendium before summer holidays.
Yeah, that could be a good
If you're
idea. It's
thinking-
also true that if you, your idea is to search for the literature monthly, and then you will have the data. It is a way. Otherwise, you could also search one time and have
Everything.
Depends how the project partner feel like. Probably will be less resources to be checked, but then you are more. Then is probably faster to review.
Yeah.
Absolutely. As
We are
long
open
as
to
we have the draft.
suggestions, also suggestions that the other partners would prefer.
Absolutely. That is definitely something to be discussed in the next partner meeting. So maybe we could prepare already communication and share that on Teams, or we just discussed today in the dissemination a communication work package. What do we prefer? If we like to go with email, we will discuss it in a second. And then for instance, partner will say, we actually prefer to receive an email, not to be communicated via Teams. Then we send an email and say, hey, the planning for our package 2 is the following, and they have all the deadline. And that then will be stored on Microsoft Teams, and we also can store it in our project matrix with a dedicated sheet for work package 2. Then everybody can go there and find the planning or the recording of the meeting. Okay, the minutes of course are always the reference, but could be okay for you if we discuss that in detail in the next meeting.
Okay, no problem. Yes, we were talking about that, but we can
It's fantastic,
can
but it's
go
already a
back
good
to
plan.
it soon. Okay.
I like the idea of before summer, absolutely.
Yes,
To
I
have
think yeah.
it's the best, yes. Otherwise,
Because we
then
saw that
August.
work package 3 begins in the last month of 2025. So
yeah, and in August you come back in August, and November is immediately there. So absolutely, it's got a good idea.
We also asked ourselves about the expert groups.
Yeah.
Exactly what they are composed of, and I suppose they are the stakeholders, the associations. But
yes,
we
the
would
advisory
like
board is
something more about that.
you referring to the task 2.6. It's a
2.6.
validation of the compendium. It's in principle, to be very bold, is the review of your compendium via expert group that is advisory board, sorry, is the associate partner. And also if you say, there is this person that is specifically recognized, it's better to contact also this person than
Okay.
do it, you know. But the associate should have that role in and just do a review of what we are doing as an external partner to have a better objectivity.
So associations do not come in at this stage.
No, 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 they are not funded. So the associate partner generally plays
No,
the role of
stakeholders. I mean stakeholders. Associations, for instance, associations of that deal with inclusion.
If I read well, and I said I have dyslexia, so sometimes I read something else. So the 2.6 is validated the companion by the challenge-bound expert group, integrated comments of the advisory board. Where are you seeing the association?
In the expert groups.
But the
It's
association,
a question, not
association, I think, is the reason the aspect. I go back to my presentation. There is an association. There are association in our associate partner. I think is that.
But I was not considering associations of the among the associate partners. I was thinking about stakeholders, associations, for instance, associations of blind people, associations of deaf people.
I mean, we can think to involve them as well. I don't have the contact yet, but definitely one of the tasks we have to do is also collecting relevant stakeholder, and this can be a case. As I read the proposal, at the moment should not be needed, but if they want to be, if you have the contact, absolutely, we can keep them in the loop and they can give us a more, it's very bad to say for
I
an
was just
association.
asking if the idea was, what was the idea exactly? But I think you have replied. Thank you.
Yeah, in principle, the associate partner are the advisory board. They play the role of evaluator, reviewers. So it's like a peer review. You send the journal to the article to a journal, and then there is a review 1, 2, and 3, right? Generally. So they will be covering this role for free.
Okay, great. Thank you.
But we can involve other people if it's needed, absolutely. Other associations, of course.
If it is a one specific stakeholder group, like for the blind, so to say, or ONCE in Spain or so, if you involve them in the advisory board, they would specifically look on behalf of their group, and that would maybe disbalance the what we are looking. So the associate partners that we have now have more a more comprehensive look on does the project outcomes fulfill the promises of the project, and is it
if I
Okay.
may add something, I think I understand now what you mean, because in the description I'm reading here, it says that expert group are blah 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 is written student, associate partner, and external stakeholders. So
Yes.
we can of course always involve external stakeholder, but I would say, if we agree on that, that will be more for dissemination purposes. Because as George was pointing out, if we involve for the review the Association of the Blind, but not other association represented other challenge group, then would be disbalance.
Okay. Yes. So at this stage, I was just asking because
No,
I had that
it's
question.
absolutely a very valid question. Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
And if there was no other thing, then we can sum up that soon you will receive an email for work package 2 from Isabel and Isabel. And yeah, there will be a plan that will be then further detail in our next meeting that most likely will be in March. Other thing to be said, there are none at the moment. So if we agree with that, I will pass the floor to work package 3, specifically UK or UUK. I see you, Eric. I don't know if Eric or other would be talking.
That's me.
Hello.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but not yet a presentation.
Not a presentation, okay. Which one? Let's have a look.
We do see the file. It's just to be opened though.
It's loading. Okay. Can you see it?
Nope.
No, it's gone to the other screen. Okay. Yeah, give me a minute.
No worries. Take your time.
See my screen now? Can you
Yeah,
see the slide?
we see the same screen of before.
Oh,
So you are for us on OneDrive, and then there was the include project. We
okay.
just selected the presentation file, but not open. There you go, but it's in presenter mode. We don't care. We see it.
Oh, it's a presenter mode. Okay.
I personally don't care. It's readable, so.
Okay. Why is it going into presenter mode? Right. Is it clear enough? If
It's
not,
big enough for me. I think also people can make the screen bigger if.
I think it's all fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, Eric.
okay. So work package 3. Our main role is to sort of construct the inclusion reference framework with indicators incorporating the inclusivity evaluation instrument. So we will be expected to work very closely with work package 2, even though we don't sort of kick off till month 10, somewhere in October. But because we'll be picking up from Isabel and the team, we will have to sort of work a bit much closer to them, so that we will have to find ways in which we do that. There are 5 key things that we have to do, and it's all in the document. So I won't rehearse them. And there are 2 key deliverables for us in month 22 and month 24. And so let me go into where we are at the moment. This is kind of the full work plan across the 4 years, but let me get into the detail in terms of what, and this is where it becomes a problem for you guys. I'm not sure whether you can see. You probably can't. Okay. So
We
what
see some color. It's difficult to see the month, but if I count, I think I can even 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I've brought it into a 2-year because our main activity. So this is the full project life cycle.
Yeah.
And then, but because our activities are concentrated between month 10 and month 24, even though we are part of the early conversations from month 1, our activities are concentrated within month 10 and month 24. So we have started planning along those lines in terms of month 10 to month 24. So we conceive month 1 to month 9 as kind of a project inception period for us, where we're working very, very closely with Isabel and the team. So when I share this, you'll see that we've put tentative dates, and these are some of the things that we need to have conversations about, as Isabel said earlier on, in terms of when we have our meetings with work package 2. So at the moment, you'll see in our plan that this month is the kickoff meeting, month 1. We're anticipating to have some conversation or meetings around month 4, but that we can change that depending on how work is progressing
Absolutely,
there. We're anticipating to have some conversation around month 7. And interestingly, I've not had any conversation with Isabel before this meeting, but great minds. She was thinking July, August.
That's a great mind to think alike, eh?
Exactly. So we're thinking that by July, August, there'll be something concrete that we can start thinking about in terms of conceptualizing the evaluation framework based on the thematic review and all the evidence they would have collated by then. So we're anticipating that we'll start thinking about the conceptualization from month 8 all through, and then the work proper in terms of building the inclusion metrics will start in month 10 and will take us into month, now I can't even read myself, month 15. So what we've done, and because it's not readable, I won't be straining my eyes, but what we've done is to have early indications in terms of how we're going to structure some subcomponents, which are not necessarily in the document, because the application document has top line tasks that we will do. But within those top lines, we have begun to sort of break them down into specific things that we may have to do. And this is kind of a tentative or a first step of what we think will be required to do. But the key deliverables, as you can see, there are month 22 and month 24. By month 22, October next year, we should have the framework more or less available for validation by the expert challenge group. And then hopefully, once that is done, that gives us maybe a month or so. We're hoping, because there will be conversations all leading to that. We won't wait till month 22 and then all of a sudden they have only 1 month to kind of make any changes. We're hoping that there'll be conversations all through, but the expert panel will still have a full piece of work to look at by month 22, which is the first kind of deliverable. And then hopefully we'll use month 23 to make any tweaks that are required. And then the framework itself and the evaluation instruments will be available by month 24, ready for our colleagues on work package 4 to begin.
Perfect. I see in the proposal that so what you are presented is in line with the due date. And yeah, exactly, is in line also what Isabel was mentioning. So we can definitely follow this. The only request I have, Eric, you have, and everybody that made a sort of planning, if you could go back on Teams, not in this moment, but when Akan is joining from Anadolu. Let me see. So what I was saying is, let me share. I don't want to kick you off, but if you go then on Teams.
Let me finish and then you can take on.
Exactly.
More or less,
Sorry, I
I'm
thought
more or less done.
finished.
So that basically that's it really. And these are the names you have to just make yourself familiar. This is my team at the moment. So there's me, there's Fanas Reyes, who's here with us today. There's Jane Doka, who's here with us today. So they are the experts and researchers that are working closely with me at the moment. Unless we need another expert, that's our team to start with. And then we've got Gaynor Henry Edwards, who's a senior project manager in the faculty, who will provide that technical assistance in terms of contracts and stuff like that. And Alessandra, you've met her already. So Gaynor will help us on that side of things. And of course, Claudita Rosad, who started off with us, but I've taken the role of an advisor more than being part of the team. So that's us. So
that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Eric. I don't know if any other people have questions. My only remark, and is just to ripetita iuvant, no? Say the Latin, so helps to repeat. Following on your presentation, you just need to go on Teams, IncluDE, then you go on work package management, and then you find the project matrix is an Excel file that I have already opened, is the one I showed before. So if you go in the sheet 3, you could put the teams of OU UK here, please, and create your own, also for you, Isabel, you can create work package to micro planning, where you put there your information.
Yeah.
And then as well, work package 3, this is editable by you. And you could put that Gantt, then we all have it in one place.
Okay.
Maybe it's helpful at the beginning to have like a clear understanding of what is expected by partner. Then if we see that is redundant, we don't use it anymore, but to kick off, let's say, is a good practice. I've done it in our project, helps really people thinking in involvement of the other, and then you having every work package there, they are planning, you see if combined in this case was meant to be, was combined without you talking, but it's not always like that, right?
Yes,
So
but
any
we must talk, Eric.
Definitely, we'll keep talking.
Or just telepathically, like you, yeah.
Until now.
Any question for Eric, guys? I see everybody is okay. So thank you very much. So Akan, welcome. Thank you for joining. And we already started, but there is the recording to do just a fast update. We have already explained a bit the management of the project, nothing new, what is Sigma and stuff like that. And we heard the planning for work package 2 led by Isabel, and Isabel for Alberta. And now work package 3, Eric has just presented. We continue with the work package 4. Let me go back. Actually, I'll leave the floor to Uned, I think Tiberio, eh? No, sorry, work package 4 is
number 5.
Yes, sorry, my apologies. So
I think
beyond.
work package 4 is the family.
Yeah, sorry, I misread with the line. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. I just want to share a short presentation with you. I try to divide this work package into different tasks and try to outline the work that we probably have to do in these different tasks. So work package 4 basically consists of 3 tasks. The first is developing the inclusion monitor. The second is creating the inclusive higher education resource portal and the promised AI assistant. And task 3 is the validation of this resource portal together with the AI assistant. And the inclusion monitor has we basically want to start with defining the purpose and the goals for the inclusion monitor, which will be used as a blueprint for the assessment and discussion and development within various higher education institutions. We will have to do to identify key stakeholders the inclusion monitor is relevant to, and come up with a communication plan to involve the various stakeholders, and then finally with the development of the inclusion monitor based on research on existing models and instruments, defining parameters for the inclusion monitor on various levels on the mentioned micro, meso, and macro level, and then operationalize the parameters we want to use to structure the inclusion monitor along. And then finally, there will be the implementation part of the inclusion monitor. We also have the task to come up with an inclusion consultancy group, which which should serve as fellow experts as a service on demand. And the idea is to gather experts from the various project partners with focuses on different areas of specialization, so that we have experts on students with impairment, students with an other mother tongue, and so on. So the consultancy group represents also the various diversity dimensions. And the idea is to set a website with portraits of the experts where interested institutions can contact the experts and invite them for workshops or whatever they need an expert for. And I think we also have to stay in contact with the experts regularly to ensure their continuous engagement, so that they still stay relevant to the project until the project finishes. The Inclusive Higher Education Resource Portal is based on the work of the work package 2 and 3, mainly also of the work package 4. And the implementation plan would follow the idea to first define the purpose and the specific goals of this resource portal, identify the stakeholders this portal is relevant to, and then define a framework on how to integrate the tool into the inclusion monitor, as well as how to include resources into the resource portal. And I think one large part is the content development, where the content comes on the one side, the content comes from the partners through the work package 2, and also structuring the content along the horizontal dimension, which is mainly the student journey through the higher education institution, and a vertical dimension focusing on inclusion challenges and institutional divisions. So to identify that, it allows certain parts of an institution to identify what is relevant to them and how they could use the information presented in the resource portal. One idea I'm still not very sure about is the AI assistant. I think this is really, at least for me, it's still not clear into detail, because it would require to identify technology that can be used, for example, open source large language models, which would then be trained with the material in the resource portal, so that target groups such as lecturers and teaching assistants, but also administrational staff, can then go up to the AI assistant, ask questions relevant to them, and then they get presented results based on what is in the and mainly in the resource portal included. The final task within this work package is the validation of the resource portal. So there we should first define objectives and success criteria. So what makes a successful resource portal for various stakeholder groups? This could be accompanied by defining user personas and collect data on these representative users. And then we could do some usability testing where we organize and conduct usability tests and monitor how the various representative users use the resource portal, and then use this data to improve the portal based on the feedback and the user tests. Yeah, so that's basically the current status of the initial planning. I will still have to come up with an internal team of the Fernuniversität. This is due to recent changes in our rectorate. So we still don't know who will be the responsible rector for diversity and inclusion. As soon as this is clear to me, I will come up with the final team of the Fernuniversität as part of this project.
Thank you, Bjorn. And Do you have an awareness that when that could happen?
I
If
think
that
at the
doesn't,
end of
just to know more or less how much time takes.
I hope that we'll have this information until the end of March. So when
Okay.
the project really starts, then we will have the information who will be on board as part of the family.
Very good. Thank you, Bjorn. So very clear presentation. Thank you for going in detail. I wonder if a partner have question. No question. Today everything is clear. Okay. I also don't have question. Just we can. I mean, the first deliverable is ahead, but of course we need to start working. I'm not saying from today, but this year, and then we can make a micro planning together, or if you wanna give it a go on the project matrix already, as for you to figure out things. That's of course. And yeah, for the artificial intelligence assistance, let's talk about it, see what is possible, also resource-wise, and if we have to involve other people. I also am not a technical person, so but I've been following some portal development in my past, in my career, so we can talk and see to clarify that part that you said is still unclear. Anything that want to be added, maybe also Hellenic, considering that has some task in the work package? And I'm not putting you on spot, I'm just asking if you want to comment.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm sorry, please.
Yeah, sure. If Professor Gomez wants to comment on something, not at this point, it's quite early at the stage, but then in the continuation, we will need to coordinate with the work package leader in order to see the technicalities. We have already in mind to employ like an expert for the usability evaluation, but then after the discussion for the work package leader, we will come up with it.
Yeah, thank you, Eleni. Any other question? Otherwise, we go. I think we finished plenty in time, unless all the question will be from now on. Let's go with then work package 5, and then now Tiberio is yours, the floor. Unless other people from UNED has to talk. No, Tiberio.
Yes, good morning. I'm also sharing some slides with information I've collected from the application. So our main goal in this work package is to develop continuing professional development on inclusion, and with two sub-objectives, creating a CPD course, and secondly, delivering 2 runs. That means we have to run one version and evaluate it and provide a second one with the improvements. So this course will be incorporated to the portal we are also designing with the results of this project. The main outcome is this course, and also incorporating it to the portal as another resource. So I think we have 3 kinds of determinants in this work package. This work package is based on the previous one, it's clear, and then we have to base the design of this course on the compendium of principles, about also the framework of inclusion reference, also about the evaluation instrument and the inclusion monitor, and also also on the resources portal, but mainly on the first 2 ones, the compendium and the inclusion reference. Okay. There is also a second type of determinants I think we have also to take in account the context of the institution, because each institution is different, and also the staff is different in each country, in each institution. So we have also, I think, to analyze which is the context of each country and of each institution. And finally, as it's an innovating strategy, I think it's also, we have also to reflect about some things as which are the needs, which is the context, which is the best strategy, and so on. Some ideas to discuss and to think about. There are five main tasks. The first one, defining objectives. The second one, designing the course. The third one, also developing guidelines, delivering the online course sessions, and finally, also incorporating this course in the framework, in the portal. We have three deliverables. The third one is the design. The second one is to carry out the course twice. And finally, we have to incorporate the final version, that means the second one, with the improvements, starting from the evaluation we are doing of the first iteration. And these are the third iteration deliverables. Are they reflected in the Gantt and also in the application? They are for the third year. That means in 2027. I think there is a small difference in the first one. In the application, it was for the month 30. And in the Gantt, it's in the 25. I think also it's better to begin previously. That means in 25. That means in January of 2027. Okay, so all these tasks are for the third year of the project. Okay, that's all. We don't listen to you.
Sorry, I was speaking from my computer. Yeah, I said a very nice presentation and thank you, was very clear. And as usual, I want to ask if there are questions. Was very clear, so I don't expect any. I just am. I want to see what we are going to do with this inclusivity resource portal for higher education. I wondered, George, I'm asking you because you were involved in the proposal writing, should be that embedded on our website, or is and also to Tiberio and Bjorn, is something that has to be standing alone?
Yeah.
Sorry, if you don't remember, we look at the proposal. I just was looking, I couldn't find the answer, but
openly available, of course, and
because sometimes I found the Empower reference, the our Empower service.
The application is talking about inclusivity resources portal.
Yeah.
Website. So I think the project have to design and have to deliver a portal about inclusivity resources.
Yeah.
It's what I'm interpreting.
I think it could also be called a page on our website that exists now, like that. But I
think it would be useful.
Yeah, but if it's an IE assistant, I don't know if our website does that thing.
Most likely, it's foreseen to be a part of the IncluDE website, and then that you have in the menu the portal reference. and also with the AI assistant, that it is all in one in this website to be found.
We'll see what is this AI assistant. I also don't know about it. I follow Bjorn on this, and then we figure it out a plan, and of course we see in case.
The AI assistant is different than just a database search, and that it combines different based on the question. It combines input from different sections. It's that will be different. I don't know how it exactly will be developed now. We have some examples of those. But if you normally look like in the guidelines, you look for a kind of chapter which will be used here. You can only find it in this chapter when you have a specific question. But with an AI assistant, it goes over the chapters and finds the relevant elements that are to be part of that answer that you are asking.
Yeah, but we have to figure out if we can embed it in our website, or is a development that has to be custom made, let's see, and then embed it. That's was my underneath question, but we will figure it out. We will figure it out, and it's definitely something that would be an added value for the search, indeed. And then we will explain that on the website. I suppose that would be the host, but we have to figure it out also ourselves. So it's a question, a follow-up for us, and the work package involved, we have to see. And then I think we can pass now to work package 6, that is on EDTU. So I didn't present a presentation, but you have seen in Sigma that strange animal I showed before on the funding and tender portal, that the deliverable was due in month 3, but Bo, together with the ex-colleague, has worked hard on the website, and it is already there. So I wonder if Bo wants to take the floor and show the website.
Yes, of course. No problem. So let me know if I'm sharing.
Starting something. There you go.
You can see it. Okay, so far this is just a base for the website already, but of course things need to be changed along the way. So do not worry if there's something that you find not suiting for the website. We can always change it, of course. So first of all, I want to introduce you to the logo, which is just clear blue. Nothing that special, but it's here. It's also on the agenda, I believe, already. So you can take it from here on the agenda. But there's also a folder in Teams, by the way, in dissemination folder called logo. There you can find the logo to be used for your website and newsletters and other communication activities and channels. So please have a look there as well. And then I go on for this website. So far, we have already a couple of menu items, but some of them are not to be shown yet on your computer because they are not published yet. I am talking about the outcomes page and the news and events page. Those are not there yet because we do not have anything published here so far. So this is not, see for you at the moment. But the other pages are. I will now go to the first one, the home page. Just some information here and there. Along the way, we will also establish a newsletter in which we will share all the relevant information to the public, just like our social media channels. But I think we will get into that later on as well. On the about page is a slide text about what the project is doing, how long, how many partners, and how many countries, and the expected outcomes. The general expected outcomes can be found here as well. Furthermore, the partnership is here, but all the partners, associate partners, can be found here as well, with a link to every partner's website when you click on the logo or on the name. With a little bit of text maybe we can also address it. This is just a general text about the partners, but we can also add some text about your role in the project later on as well, if you like. And here you can find the associate partners. So full page. And then we have also the contact page. We can set up something more here, of course, later on as well. But the base is here for now. And if you have suggestions or other things you would like to see on the website, please inform us, because yeah, we can always change it. And also this one will be changed, this banner, into another one, more colorful one. But we will do that in the next few weeks. So yeah, let me know if you have any remarks, or Alessandra, you want to take over, let me know, or stop sharing.
Thank you both for presenting despite the throat pain. Appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, it's very nice to have it already and not to hurry. And we can, there is always room for improvement, but I hope I speak for everybody saying that is a very good start. And as I said, is not even started the project, we have it is already good. Speaking of teams, I'm gonna, yeah, thank you, Bo. I'm gonna share again the screen also for repeating what things are, Bo, as mentioned. So you go in Teams, I hope you see it big enough. So I am on IncluDE, then you scroll under Work Package 6, and then you find the templates for the reporting, the templates for the presentation, the logo of IncluDE in several extension, let's say. Also the European Commission emblem that we have to also report, you know, is important. And then all the deliverable do in this work package. What I want to say, we are showing also the dissemination communication tools. So as I told you, part of the communication and dissemination task is not only to involve external stakeholders, which by the way, we will collect with you. We would like to have a extended list of people to contact embedded in our newsletter, send the invitation to subscribe and so far, so on, but also internal communication. So I mentioned before, what is the best way to communicate among the partnership? Option 1, I think we can even send let me see if I managed to set up a poll. Yes, let me see. It's all live. Let me see if I can do it like that. No, I cannot. I should have done earlier. Yeah, this technology doesn't allow me to go. No, I don't think I can. Okay, I wanted to ask you, we go with communication via Microsoft Teams, option 1. So I read it here. Somebody has the computer on, the microphone on. I think Bo is you. I hear you're typing. I mute you, huh? Okay. Option 1 is Microsoft Teams. Option 2, I'm writing in the chat. Option 2 is email and only email. And option 3 is combine. What do you like? You put your like, and then we count, and then it goes democratic, unfortunately. So the majority will win. So not everybody will be happy, probably. I'm not gonna vote just because I don't think it's fair. So I think combine is winning. I think as one, actually. Am I right?
Yes, less risk of losing information.
Okay, so we go. Sorry, Isabella, didn't get you.
I said combined, there is less risk of losing information.
Yeah,
if
so
you
we will
put
go
like together.
both ways. That means that we will send the information of meetings when the minutes is ready, when we need involvement of the partnership via both Microsoft Teams and as well the emails. Please, it's very important that we have the emails of the people correct. So remember to fill in the contact list. Other thing I want to tell you, we have to define, actually, I did a search, so I hope you agree, the hashtag of the project, because we have to do also external communication, and it's good to have the hashtag already defined to use it on our website, in everything you will do for dissemination purposes. And I want to, not this one. I want to open the presentation again. I have it there. Because there is a project that is called IncluDE. So the hashtag only include one work, include project, there is something else that is not what we do. So will be also there a combination of include underscore, I show you. And then also a little joke from my side again. It's not sharing. Come on, computer.
And I have one answer.
Yes, Sarah. No, sorry, Barbara.
Barbara, yeah. I'm from University of Ljubljana, and my university is between partner associations.
Yeah.
And I ask, what is my role here?
Yes.
What to expect? Because, you know, you have already these groups who partners who work on specific topics.
Absolutely, yes.
So I'm interested, why is my role here and your expectations? If I can include in some group, or I don't know really.
Allora, as associate partner, you don't receive funding, so we don't expect anything that you are not willing to give, because we cannot, it's not expected, because indeed what I said before. So in principle, thank you very much that you were in this meeting and that you follow until now.
Yes, because I'm interested in you.
And it's fantastic. So what we can do is sending you a summary of the progress based on the minutes. So we don't expect that you come in every meeting. You are in Microsoft Teams and in the loop. You can decide where to join. You can always join, because it's not a secret what we are gonna do. In the project, you have the proposal, you have access to our document, and your contribution is welcome, but not obligatory. You know, we will never call you, why did you not? You know, the thing that we will be really appreciated is to play this role of advisor. So when there is a deliverable, like the literature review that was mentioned, or others that are being mentioned today, if you could have look at it and review it with your expertise, and also by not being involved so much, maybe you have a fresher mind. Bo, please.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe I've overseen this in the proposal, but I think is the contribution from the associate partners not also very important for the advisory board?
That's what I just mentioned.
So yeah, I was just looking into it, but I couldn't find it, so maybe I just forgot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's
as a reviewer, yes, advisory board is so, but we will when that is a deliverable is ready, if you Barbara, sorry, the position changed, I didn't find you anymore. So to sum it up, you can follow every meeting if you want, and be involved actively. We will just appreciate it. We will not require that. otherwise we can contact you when a deliverable is there ready, and then we will ask your availability to give a feedback, maybe in a meeting combined with the authors, or in a written form like you do for a journal. It depends on the deliverable. And also if we are really strict with time, or with the project, you never know what happened. But definitely anything that comes from your side, we will never oblige you to require.
Okay.
It's clear, I think, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and definitely, if you put also, if we are collecting data, and Ljubljana is part of those data, is really an enrichment, but only if you can. Thank you.
Thank you.
As well, Akan, you're still there, but Akan is a associate in other project. He knows the deal. But that it is. And definitely, if you post about this project as associate, please do, as well as everybody of us. Dissemination is more than welcome. And the hashtag I was referring to is this one. You can use it with capital or no capital. IncluDE_EU, so EU project, or include like our logo EU project. In both case will work, but we will put that in our website, and we will definitely do a news item because we have started the project, but don't only wait from us to retweet or create something. Please be proactive. Because you also are the expert of this project. So use the hashtag, tag the other, and we can create some social presence, because it's a very important project. And if we don't disseminate, nobody will know what we are doing. Yeah. I don't know if we have to describe anything else about dissemination. I have mentioned already Sigma. You have seen the website. Eric, please. Sorry.
Yeah, my question is mainly around managing the overlapping nature of some of the work packages, or technically all the work packages. Will that be done centrally, or we have to organize it ourselves? Because again, to get to the stage where we're able to meet the timelines for our deliverables, we'll have to work closely with work package 2. And I guess it's more or less the same for work package 3 and work package 4 towards the end of the project. Because if they have to wait for us to finish before they pick up, they won't be able to meet. I don't think we will be able to meet our deadline between us and work package 2. So will that be organized centrally by you and the UD project management team, or we have to look for capacity to do that within our own institutions?
No, it's the work of the management, so we will take care of it. But of course, if you see something that doesn't align with what you are thinking, we never get offended if you say, yeah, but probably better if we do earlier. But definitely, you don't have to look for resources internally to figure that out, because it's our task. But if you keep an eye, we don't get offended. Anything else? I put the hashtag in there. Maybe you post something already. And another thing we will ask you, because there will be, of course, a follow-up email of this meeting with the minutes and everything, are two things. First, can we make a picture and you turn on the camera? That is the most important. Second, we need to know who is in charge of the dissemination in your team, but please define that in the project matrix when you put the contact. There is the role, and then you can put dissemination. If I'm not wrong, the BO has created also a file for the promotional board. We call the people into dissemination. So also we will send you that. Isabel, please.
Hello. Can we go back a little bit to work package 2 for a couple of minutes? Just to
Oh, no
make
picture,
sure.
Isabel. We don't do we do later. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, absolutely. I go back to the, you want me to share, see? I'm understanding correctly?
Now, I would like to go back to work package 2 just to try to organize the how information should go.
Please.
After I've heard about Eric talking, and what are we how are we supposed to act? For instance, in the first part, we'll plan to do a very simple template to fill in for partners to fill in information, because of course we don't know all the languages, and we are planning on doing that template. And what do we do with it? We send it first to you for you to have a look at it and comment, and then afterwards send it to the other partners, or do you send it to the other partners yourself? How
No, I am not that way. I mean, thank you for asking. Then also the other have the chance. So everything. So about this template specifically, I also can provide you an example that is being used in other project, and then you of course change the detail, but the frame is there, so we can adapt for this task specifically. And then the communication with the partners doesn't have to pass from a DTU all the time. If you are the work package leader, of course, write a line to me and say, Alessandra, something, we coordinate, but then the communication can go through your channel. You have work package 2 as well as to the partners. Because the contact list is there, is on purpose there, because then it has to be the most updated and has to be usable by everybody. So we can agree together, and of course, if you feel more comfortable, Bo and I are there to support, and we can send the information. But as work package leader, your task is to lead your tasks.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I see boys handling the chat, but anything else, please, if you want to take the floor, is possible. So Isabella, I will send you the matrix for the literature review, and then we can continue the discussion in detail.
We'll talk before, and then I'll send it to the partners.
Absolutely, yes.
Great.
Then what else is in the agenda? I think is only defining the next meeting. No. There are no other point to be. I'm gonna look at it. So we had spoken about the promotional board, the dashboard. So there are 2 files where you can, you have to, unfortunately, is a must because is due by the, we are banded by the grant agreement to disseminate about the project, and this is something that everybody has to do. As well as I want to point it out, with this lump sum, every partner in the project has to deliver. So it is, for instance, we were just speaking about the literature review. If partner number 2 or 3 will not respond to the request of giving literature review, or there is a survey specifically, so do not comply to the task, we could be fine with the budget cut. So it's written in the grant agreement. Have a look. Everybody have to contribute. It's not optional. Otherwise, we all suffer. So every task is a shared effort, and everybody has a minimum to be done, which is not impossible, but it has to pass to everybody. And I'm speaking of the beneficiary, the people that receive the funding. The associate partner don't count on this. They are welcome, but not, they don't have to. if you need a specific detail about that, please look at the grant agreement, and I hope I don't have to remind you that during the project, we are all, I think, on the same page. So on the EDTube side, yeah, please, Eric.
Yeah, no, thanks very much for that clarification, Alessandro, because I was going to ask that question towards the end, because in the document, it does say clearly that we are leading the work package, but everybody else has to contribute.
You see?
So exactly. So for all the other work packages, there's a lead, but everybody else has to contribute. So that's related to the question I asked earlier in terms of how does that coordination work? But you clarified that it will be done by you centrally. So thanks for clarifying that. But everybody contributes to every part of it. It's just that the institution who is the lead beneficiary for that particular work package leads the conversation, but everybody else has to contribute.
Exactly.
Thank you.
No problem, Eric. I'm glad I clarify without even knowing. Tiberio, you go ahead, please.
Yes, just a question. Is there an official logo for the project?
It's the one that you use it in your presentation.
Ah, okay, that's right.
So
we could upload it to the fold. There is no logo.
It is already there.
I think I haven't found it in the Teams fold. You know. That's right.
Let's do it
I
together.
use it. Okay, that's right.
Let's do that together.
It's important for the dissemination, you know.
Absolutely. And so I am in Teams, I am in the dissemination.
Logo, the fold logo include, but it's there is no logo, I think.
Oh, it's not there yet. Okay, give it a second to Bo, we'll upload it.
Okay, that's right.
But anyhow, it's the one on the project website. If you need it urgently, is there. It is also something that you can capture from the agenda that is in here posted. Also, of course, in the file, specifically the meetings folder. I'm trying to stop the presentation. Okay. I'm looking at the agenda. I already spoke about the consortium agreement. There is a specific folder in Team that is not completed yet. We will put there the consortium agreement for each partner, and we will have bilateral conversation, meeting, what you need. But will be followed up by Miriam and I. Other thing about the last remarks, that is closing remark. We need to set the date for the online partner meeting that will be in March. So according to proposal, is every 3 months. So let's see, because in March we have a lot of other things as well. The deadline for the proposal is the 5th, George? I remember right, and then
I very busy until the 5th.
Yes, so I will go at the end of March if we all. Isabel, please, is a new end or old one?
No, it's a new. Sorry, I asked too many questions.
No, it's okay.
Since the meeting will be in March, I think we have to decide before that if partners are going to send us information when, because if you plan to have the outline by March, there is some incompatibility here.
Yeah.
Are we going to have monthly inputs or the whole input, let's say by April, by the end of April, so that we can work on it during March? That's a
Yeah, probably that
should be taken here.
Best, so that we can send the. So it's now the 23rd of January. So if not today, tomorrow, I'll send you the empty Excel file.
The template. by the beginning of next week, I can send you a proposal. And I
Yes.
believe that by the end of next week, we have the template.
Yeah, no, we by the end of next week, we will inform all partner what to be done. And then I think we will be in March, then we can see if there is some problem there. And by April, the draft, I think then will be easier.
Okay, then for the bulk information to come in all together, and then we work it during April, May.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so could we, because it depends also on your calendar, if we set the meeting for the week 13, which means the one starting with Monday 24 March, could be an option. Then we send a doodle, or is a okay week and we can already set it. For instance, if we go for again a Thursday but not this time at 12 because nobody eats otherwise. For instance, at 10 European time. Maybe it's too early 10 for Eric, and it's 9, would be 9 there. Is it too early?
27th of March, what do you mean?
27 of March at 10, chat, Central European time. But I think we can consider a couple of hours. Boy, am I forgetting something?
You mean for setting this date?
No, I mean, we can go for 2 hours. The other meetings, a couple of hours is plenty, because we will not need to go all the work packages. Eleni, please.
Yeah, apologies, but the 27th of March is not suitable for us because we are involved in the All Digital Week's opening that day. So like an event, it takes lots of hours actually.
How does it look the Monday, 24?
That could be great for Finland too.
Okay.
Because the Thursday is not so good.
Okay. So shall we go for Monday 24 of March at 10 Central European time until 12, so 2 hours. Primo, fantastic. Okay, that is set. In the in the agenda, you see also there is the evaluation form for this meeting. Is something we collect because then is a way for you to tell your opinion. Is something needs to be adjusted because it's the first time we meet, so would be something we send every time because every meeting is different. But please fill it in, is very important and doesn't take that long, but help us improve our management style and way of communicating. Okay, we will send it also, of course, via email to don't let you forget, and set also a deadline to complete that. I think everything has been handled. I look again at Bo and at George. Everything is been taught. So I think I didn't forget anything, but please, in case, go ahead and fill in the gap if there are any.
That's fine. Yeah, covered all, I think.
Perfect. Then if there are no other questions, I thank you a lot. Oh, the photo. We need to do the photo. Arno, open the camera. And Jane, Jane, yeah. Jane or Jane? Jane.
Jane.
Yes. In Dutch they would say Jane, so I'm a bit never probably. So if you are smiling based on me making stupid joke, I'm gonna make a screenshot. Okay, everybody happy. There you are. So considering you turn on the camera, I think you consent me to put the photo on social media, which is the EDTU social media. I won't tag you. You can feel free to tag if you like to have more exposure. And we can agree also on that in the course of the project. So thank you very much. You will hear from us if anything comes in mind, please write to us. Let's keep in touch. And happy starting. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.